Hi everyone, Nancy Wethington with you today, and I'm going to show you how easy it is to make a rosette. I know you've seen these, and if you have a Tim Holtz die, it's the easiest way to do this, but you can also do it just with a piece of paper and a scoreboard. So let me show you some of the tricks I've learned along the way. First of all, this piece is 10 inches long from start to finish, maybe a little over, and it is approximately 1.5 inches wide. Now, if you're cutting your own paper, this is from the Tim Holtz die, large rosette die. If you're cutting your own paper and you want a fancy edge, my suggestion would be to cut the 10.5 inches or 10 inches wide. Then do your decorative edge with your favorite punch. And then from the punch line, measure up to 1.5 inches. I've done it the opposite way, and I'm telling you, I don't have enough paper. When I cut this width and then punch, it doesn't come out right. So this one, you can see, is already perforated and ready to go. But I have had issues with this tearing sometimes, depending on how thick or thin the paper is that I'm using. So I want my decorative side to be this stripe. So I'm going to turn it to the back and use some washi tape and add washi tape all along the back edge. So do that now. And this isn't going to show, so it doesn't matter what washi tape you use. I just stretch it across, tear it off, cut it off if you're a neatnik, but I usually end up tearing. Okay, and now we're going to accordion fold this. And let me just say one more thing about this. If you're making your own, you would want to put this long edge, the 10 or 10.5 inch edge, across the top of your scoreboard and score every 1/4 inch. That's what those are, 1/4 inch. Okay, so now we're going to start at one end and accordion fold this entire thing. So it just takes a minute or so. Accordion fold it all. Now, if you're doing your own, you're going to do this the same exact way. Accordion fold every 1/4 inch. Score it first, though, of course. You don't, if you put that washi tape on the back, you don't have to worry about any tears in the paper. All right, now, here's the important part. If you're using the Tim Holtz die, you don't have to worry about this. But if you are not using the Tim Holtz die, these two ends have to fit together and be glued together. And what you need in order to do that is one valley fold and one mountain fold. So you're going to tape or paste, glue those two ends together. And I'll do that now. Give me a second here. Oh my goodness. Okay, so the glue goes on the mountain. I'm sorry, the glue goes on the valley. That's a valley, isn't it? I can't see my glue. Well, hang on, I'm having glue issues. Stick a pin in it and see if this works. There we go. Okay, try this again. I'm on the mountain end. I'm putting just a little glue on the mountain. Oh, a little bit more than I wanted. That's all right. Little glue on the mountain end. Put the mountain and the valley together. And give that a second or two to dry. Okay, so what you're doing is forming this circle. If you have a decorative edge, You want to make sure you use that on the outside. So what I do next, you're not going to see, wait, let me say that again. You're going to need 2 round punches, or 1 round punch and 2 punched out circles. These are about 1.25 inches. This one is fancy because it came from the Tim Holtz die, but you can just use a plain one. One may show, the top one may show, depending on if you're going to use embellishments on top of it or not. The one on the bottom will not show. So I'm going to do the one on the top first. And what I do is put glue on the underside of the top circle. And I use pretty much. I'm going to lay that down, glue up. Then I'm going to put my circle accordion fold with the pretty edge down over the top of that circle. And I'm going to use 3 fingers on each hand and press this down onto that circle. And I just did it the opposite of what I told you I was going to do. Oh my goodness. I'm going to back up because I'm not even thinking right. The plain one, or the one you're not going to see, goes down first. Oh my gosh. Okay, so now we're going to go circle, pretty edge down, circle trim down. I'm using both hands. I'm going to press that down, and while I'm pressing it down, I'm using the pretty circle and pasting that on top. Hold it there for a minute or so. Not even a minute, just a few seconds. And you have your rosette. Now, of course, if you're going to do a rosette that shows on the other side, like put it on a stick or something, you're going to want a pretty back on it. But normally for scrapbooking, I lay these down flat, as I did in this Graphic 45 book for the Button Farm Club. This is exactly what I did here. I put a chipboard piece on top of it, and because I did that, you're not even going to see this circle. So you can do that. You can put something else decorative here. You can add a flower in the middle, whatever you think. But that's how the rosette is done. So again, if you're doing this yourself, 1/4 inch scores all around. You have to have at the end the mountain and the valley, and add those 2 together, glue those 2 together, and then use your circles with a lot of glue and smush those down. And there you have it. It's that easy. Thanks. Bye.